Thank you, Mr. President. My delegation would like to thank the Secretary General for his report under the agenda item 121 on commemoration of the abolition of slavery and the transatlantic slave trade. Mr. President, the transatlantic slave trade, lasting over 400 years, has undeniably been one of the most tragic and inhuman chapters in the recorded human history. It was the manifestation of greed and immoral pursuit for profit, coupled with unbridled abuse of power exercised by mighty over the weak, which forced millions from their homes to toil in faraway lands. It destroyed lives of people over generations and changed the socioeconomic fabric of countries in Africa, South America, and the Caribbean. Transatlantic slave trade was an instance of what an ungoverned and lawless globalization can lead to. The uprooted African communities have since contributed greatly to the local economies and influenced the arts and the culture and life of societies where they now live. However, many of these communities continue to face scars of deep-rooted racial discrimination and oppression. Chronic poverty continued to persist as the economies were deliberately designed to bring profit to the elite in faraway lands in a bygone era. It is therefore important to understand what the transatlantic slave trade and slavery meant so that we can draw lessons from our collective history. Mr. President, it is in this context we welcome and continue to support various activities and programs undertaken by the Department of Information for Education and Awareness Generation about this dark phase in history and to commemorate the International Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade in March every year that honors the memory of the millions who suffered through this brutal system. India and the Department of Public Information co-organized an exhibition 2 years back on the history of enslaved East Africans who were taken to India. Many of these rose to positions of military and political authority in India. The exhibition brings out that far greater social mobility experienced by these individuals in India. UNESCO has also played a key role in organizing and linking programs through Slave Route Project to spread the understanding that impact and consequences of slave trade has. With the abolition of slavery, the colonial powers turned to using millions of Indian indentured labor at virtually no cost to work on the plantations across the world to perpetuate their economic domination. The UNESCO project on International Indentured Labor Route is another significant effort to preserve the memory and the lessons of this phase. The International Decade for People of African Descent, which has started in 2015, also provides an opportunity to showcase the most valuable contributions that once enslaved people and their descendants have made to the societies that forced them into bondage. Mr. President, India is proud to have joined as one of the lead contributors to the Permanent Memorial Fund in supporting the efforts of the Caribbean community and African nations and others that has led to the establishment of the Permanent Memorial Arc of Return at the United Nations. We deeply appreciate the leadership of Ambassador Rattray of Jamaica in this endeavor. Mr. President, we firmly believe that we must continue to raise awareness about the transatlantic slave trade through education and outreach activities. We hope that wide participation in these events leads to changed attitudes with salutary consequences for our global society to avoid the recurrence of past injustices. I thank you, Mr. President.